The Masque of the Red Death is one of the great Gothic stories of all time. Poe's party-crashing Red Death character is now a figure obscura designed by Eric Treadway of Four Horsemen Studios. We'll put a link to our videos on the Masque of the Red Death and Edgar Allan Poe in the description. But now, let's look at the Four Horsemen Studios Masque of the Red Death figure obscura with great artwork by, I hope I'm saying his name right, Nate Barch. Let's dig into this. The Masque of the Red Death figure from Figure Obscura. Awesome picture of the Red Death, the Masque of the Red Death written there. Comes over to the side where you can actually see the ebony clock in the background. And then Figure Obscura actually put some of the Masque of the Red Death story right here on the back. If you want to read that, you may be able to pause it and zoom in. All right. That should do it. Once you get it started, it comes off real easy. Now, I will say, this is not an inexpensive figure, but it's not uber expensive either. That's looking at the price tag here that we paid $70 US for this figure. So, that out of the way. And just like all their other stuff, it has a magnetic clamshell. Nice, strong magnets, too. So, oh, wow. This is going to be an interesting one. There's the figure in the box. And just like all the other Figure Obscura, you have really nice artwork on the inside as well. So you can use it as a backdrop for your figure. We'll do that here in just a short bit. Let's set that off to the side. Oh, wow. And here we have the Masque of the Red Death out of the box. Really cool looking figure. First things first, you actually get, they printed off Edgar Allan Poe's Masque of the Red Death book. So you can actually read the entire story right here. I mean, that is so cool that they did that. Really nice artwork in there as well. So definitely give that a read. You get the figure. Awesome figure. Lots of cloak with wires in it, so that's really nice for posability. The hood does come down and off if you want. The mask does not come off, though. It doesn't. No, that's molded on, and it's a soft, rubbery plastic there. But really creepy. If you look in through the eye sockets, which I know the camera can't pick up, but basically the face is completely gone. It's just the mask in front of the face, in front of what the face would have been. So really creepy. Even the hood has wires in it so you can pose it. So you get the ebony clock with the pool of blood. Ooh, got some fuzz there. It just pegs right on with normal like foot peg style pegs. I'll pull that off so you can kind of see. Just little pegs. And they plug in right into the bottom of the feet of the clock. The door is pegged on. You can remove the door from the clock if you wish. And then on top you have the Raven. So this is actually a nod to Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. So really neat. Set that off to the side. The accessories, other accessories you get, I should say. You get the dagger. And I have some notes here that I've written down. So the dagger is actually Prince Prospero's dagger that he attacked the Red Death with before dying. As soon as he saw the Red Death and he turned around, he immediately died. So he didn't even get to use the dagger. You get multiple sets of hands. So you have a set of hands that are just kind of halfway open and closed and clawing. One's black and one is red. So the right hand's black, the left hand's red. You get a set of hands that are more of a closed fist. Looks like for holding a scepter or maybe even the dagger itself. Then you get another set of halfway open hands, which they're actually the exact same hands, it looks like. It's cool nonetheless. Let's get into the figure some more. I'm going to move that up and out of the way. So this figure is really, really nice. So I've been trying to get his cloak situated here. That's going to take some time because there's a lot of fabric there. So the figure itself, let's move his cloak, his hood back here so we can kind of, the amount of detail they put into this, the red and the black is awesome. I will say his joints, just like any other figure obscura, are very tight. Be gentle, be careful. You don't want to break your figure. All right, so his arms. His right arm will go straight out to the side. His left arm. Oh, see what I mean? Thankfully, that just pegs right in. Very easy to fix. But his left arm is kind of covered with this cloak here. So it's kind of hard to raise it up. There we go. So his arms will go straight out. He does get good amount of elbow bend there. It's only a single joint elbow, but he can basically take a drink out of a cup if you want it. His elbows do have twist. So you go straight up. There is a little bit of plastic here, and it is hard plastic. You can't go past that. Not straight out, at least. So he can get a good range of motion with that arm at the elbow joint. His wrist is on a regular wrist peg. So you can go down. You can go up that far. And then full 360 degrees. Not a problem. His head, I didn't do his head. He can look up really high. And he can look down a decent amount. So if you had a action-based stand, you could actually go around his waist and do a somewhat like a flight pose, like he's hovering. That'd be kind of cool. His shoulder. Oh, these joints are very, very tight. So he can go straight up. He does have a bit of hard plastic here in the back. If I take his elbow out of that, or shoulder out that much, you can go 360 degrees. Well, yes, you can go 360 degrees. I would not recommend it too much, though. Because these, like I said, these joints are exceedingly tight. So, and the colors on his arms, on his right arm goes from black to red, almost like the hand of death. And then on his left arm, it's almost all solid red with some black contrast. The fingernails are black. Very, very neat. So his hood is actually sewn on to a piece of the fabric here. So you won't lose it unless you remove it. So put that hood back up. The back of his hood there also has a wire in there. You can pose it however you want. The bottom of his cloak here also has wires in it. Very nice. So, I mean, you can do so many different poses with this figure. So you can do a flowing look. Take some time to get it just right, but you can definitely get some really cool poses. Underneath, he does have a bit of a plastic cloak there. So it's a soft rubbery plastic there. So it shouldn't impede movement. But now the leg cloak, the fabric one, as you can see, it goes down kind of an oval. So you can move, his legs a bit. He does have a little bit of ab crunch here. He can lean over a decent amount. But you can only really get him to kick out about that far. And kick back. That's as far back as you're getting. He does have knee bend. And it is also a single joint knee. But he can put that leg straight back like that. And he does have a bit of hip movement there. Not a whole lot. His feet, he's got toe tip. Sorry, I'm trying to move the cloak around so you can see. So you have toe tip. And his foot can toe up quite a bit. You do get a bit of ankle pivot. And you can rotate the ankles completely around. I take that back. That was interesting. He also has knee twist. So you can twist them at the knee completely around as well. Overall, this figure is awesome looking. It's going to take some time for posing, getting it looking really good, getting the cloak exactly how you want it. Any Edgar Allan Poe fan, this is a definite must-have. The story is amazing. 1,000 people go into Prospero's castle and lock themselves in to avoid the Red Death. He throws a giant masquerade ball months into their stay. And every room has its own color. Reds, blues, greens, oranges. Which is actually exactly what the artist was producing there. All the colors of all the rooms. And then you have the black room with crimson light and the ebony clock. Prospero notices the figure, goes to stab him with his dagger, and dies. Just falls to his death. All of the partygoers jump on the Red Death, on the cloaked figure, to try to destroy it, to try to capture it. And when they stand up, all that is there is the cloak and the mask. It truly was the mask of the Red Death. This is an awesome figure. The artwork is amazing. The detail they put into their stuff is just awesome. Articulation on this figure, out of 5, this is an easy 4 for articulation. You don't need a whole lot of leg movement. This is more to be a statue than an action figure. Overall, out of 10, I'm going to give it a solid 9. It is an awesome figure. You get some really cool stuff with it. And just like any of the Mythic Legions line or the Figura Obscura line from Four Horsemen, I'm sure you can add and take away anything you want. If you want to use some other weapons, if you want to use them and put a scepter in his hand and have him be a wizard, you can do that. Lots and lots of stuff you can do with this. The clock, the pool of blood, I mean, just awesome. I would highly recommend this figure if you're an Edgar Allan Poe fan for sure. I mean, this is just too cool that you get the book too. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Hey, here's another Dragonden video you might like.
And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button.
And you can hit the notification bell if you'd like to know when our videos come out.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.